So this brings us to the next question. What are the kind of skills or qualifications do these youngsters who are listening to us today
Yeah.
need to get into an event experience media integrated company? What do they do after BMM? What roles can they expect?
See,
Yeah,
I want to dispel some myths firstly.
great.
Very often we treat this event agency or experiential agency, and we have, a lot of aspiration to get into it for all the wrong reasons. I think first one has to introspect and find out who we are and what are we good at. So there's no general rule, because like I said earlier, if you join an experiential or an event agency, you could be a marketing person and focus on marketing for brands. You could be a business development or a sales person and focus on that. You could be a creative person and focus on design and innovation. You could be a strategy person who's a great thinker and an analyst. You could be a production person who understands stage, sound, lights, technology, and help that to happen. So there's no one line answer to what are the qualities I should have. It all depends firstly on what you believe your strengths are. We have people in our company, in our agency, we have about 300 people. And people who are specialized out of those 300, let's say, are 200 people. Now, each of those 200 people are divided into these areas. They are design, creative, 3D, all of that. Some specialize in that. Some specialize in business development. Some specialize in strategy and planning. So there's no ready answer to that. You must look inside, see who you are. Maybe I am very, very good at sales and marketing. Then I must focus on that, build up my abilities in that area. Of course, you must know the whole ecosystem, because the better you know the ecosystem, the more sharply you can apply your skill. But the various departments, very many people come to me and ask me, so I want to get into the event industry, and I go, why? And they don't have an answer. I actually get some answers saying because it's a very glamorous industry. And I say to them, the glamour ends the day you get into the industry. When you're outside, there is supposed glamour or perceived glamour. The glamour ends the day you get in. So my first sort of advice to all the people who are listening is understand who you are. Yes. Understand what gives you that happiness. Understand what you're good at and what you're not good at, and nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not the best at technology. I'm not the best at technology. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid to empower my people. I'm not afraid to listen to people and acknowledge people who are brilliant at technology. I might be good at other stuff, but again, my job is to actually empower people, build people, create people. So there should be no insecurity in you, whoever you are. Our student friends and our teacher friends, let's be honest with ourselves, because honesty works the best. When you're honest with yourself, you understand what you're good at, what you're not so good at. And so you can build on your strengths, you can overcome your weaknesses, and you can focus on what you do best. And when you focus on what you do best, you also are a happier person, but I'll come to that later. So there's no easy answer to that question, Samir. We have to actually look in the mirror, take a hard look at ourselves, figure out who we are, figure out what makes us happy, and then, take the necessary steps.
Next steps too. So in fact, from what you have shared, it becomes very clear, there is no one specific role. You are an integrated kind of a executive or a manager in an event entertainment industry. You need technical, non-technical, finance, non-finance, marketing, business, and more so people skills.
That's right.
So any kind of a management qualification which takes care of all of this probably helps you to launch little better than a normal person. You need to know something more, just
if I claim I'm a good salesperson or I claim I'm a good marketing person, if I don't understand the product,
what is the product?
How would I be able to sell it? How would I be able to market it? Now, to understand the product, I need to understand the client's product, and I need to understand my offering. I need to understand production. I need to understand outdoor. I need to understand conventional marketing. I need to understand these things. So there is peripheral knowledge required of everything, like you rightly said, but there is heightened specific knowledge required in my immediate KRA, in my immediate job function. So one needs to understand there needs to be a balance. You can't be the best at everything. You can't be in everything to everyone. So you have to choose. That's what I mean when I say you have to choose your calling
Yes.
You have to acquire knowledge, general knowledge all around of your business.
So true. So basically, it's a manager's job to know everything, and then because the client wants to see you with every knowledge when you represent him.
Absolutely. When the client
You're a-
meets you, you are
he doesn't
representing
care.
all your departments.
All the costings and the event and
Everything.
the flow, everything. So
You should be able to justify from objectivity to
true.
operational style to costings and to manifestation of results. You should be in control of everything.